Good morning, everybody. This is Andy here, aka Montolio from Clan Magic Eternal, and we have an exciting day slated ahead of us here. We are going to be playing in the Vintage Championships, and we are bringing in our Forgemaster Mud build. And it's pretty much what I've been running all along with some minor changes, and I'll go through those right now. I have decided that I want to go with a build that is running Phyrexian Revokers. Phyrexian Revokers are obviously very good, particularly when you have a full sphere package in the Sphere of Resistance, Thorns, Lodestone Golems, and Trinisphere. It gives me some fighting hope, if an opponent lands a turn 1 Jace or Dak Faden against me, where otherwise I'm usually just outright dead when they land. So, in addition to that, it helps lock down, Deathrite Shamans and Mox and Sol Rings and such to help keep them buried underneath my spheres. I have also decided to cut down on the Staff of Nin and Phyrexian Metamorph to be able to accommodate the Revokers. And I've also had to cut a Wormcoil from the main deck, which was perhaps the hardest cut that I had to make because Wormcoil was very good in the deck and gives me some ability to gain life, where otherwise I cannot if I'm taking a lot of damage off Ancient Tombs, etc. It comes at the expense of also, you may be looking at my deck and saying, wow, this guy's running a Triskelion over a Wormcoil. This is a really tough decision. I just feel like the metagame right now is there is a lot of Dark Confidence. There's a lot of young Pyromancers out there and Goblin Welders going around, and the ability to just bring in a Triskelion, which is also a construct, might I add, going with my theme. It gives me a quick out to those, and quite often, if you can remove them, I feel like you can take over the game pretty quickly. In addition to that, it's also a lightning bolt right to the face if need be, and of course, it also helps deal with Dak Fadens and Jace the Mind Sculptors. Now, my land base has changed a little bit. I have very much been an advocate for a healthy split between Cavern of Souls and Mishra's Factories. I really like Mishra's Factory in the event that if my opponent does resolve a Planeswalker and I can't get an out to it, like Jace the Mind Sculptor, and he bounces my creature and then he can just keep cycling. Mishra's Factory is a creature that he cannot bounce that can actually chew into it pretty quickly. Although I've eschewed that second Mistress Factory for this tournament for the extra Cavern of Souls. Having the Revokers in the deck makes me feel a little bit safer because I can lock down a Jace the Mind Sculptor through that versus having to kill with the Mistress Factory. The extra Cavern of Souls is, I'm expecting a very blue-based tournament, and being able to resolve a creature through heavy counterspells goes without saying, and I want to give myself the best opportunity to do that without outright doing the 4 caverns. So we'll see how that goes. And other than that, my deck is pretty static from my other builds, and my bomb is of course Sundering Titan, which I do like better than the Blightsteel Colossus in this deck, strictly because it can be hard casted, whereas Blightsteel is very hard to cast without a Metalworker. And my sideboard is definitely leaning towards the mirror in this particular tournament. I have done a little bit of collation of data, and there were several stacks decks that qualified for this tournament. So basically what I've done is I am absolutely prepared for the mirror matchup, which has proved to be one of my tougher matches. And I've got 2 Precursor Golems, a Wormcoil Engine, and we are going to have 2 Crucible of Worlds for that match. This is my Oath pile here. We've got 4 cages and 2 Witchbane Orbs. I beg your pardon. And for Dredge, I've got 4 Grafdigger's cages and 4 Leyline of the Voids. And all the other matches, I'm just going to go with what I've got main deck. And that's it, guys. So let's hope we have a good tournament today and see if we can take home the trophy and the most excellent top prize, which is I think works out to be about a $3,000 payout when it's all said and done. So let's see if we can get there, guys.